Hello Pisces, welcome to your February 2014 Runescope. My name is Amanda. Just want to mention, as always, you can also watch the video for your rising sign as well to get some more information about what other themes you may be dealing with in February. I also recorded a yearly overview for all Pisces for 2014, so be sure to check that out if you haven't had a chance. Just click the name Runescopes under this video to go to my channel, and they will be under all of the videos for February if you want to check that out. Of course, the only way to get an accurate reading for you specifically is to schedule a private consultation. I do those on Skype, and they are $65 for a half-hour session. If you haven't had a chance yet to do that and you would like to, just drop me a line at the email address below this video and we can get that set up for you. So Pisces, let's take a look at February for you guys and what you will be focused on during the month of February. A lot of you are going to be focused on home and family, but specifically home. I think a lot of you are going to be either considering or starting some renovations on your home. Maybe you're just starting your spring cleaning early. You know, some of you may be preparing to have some visitors or to have an event in your home. Maybe you're having a Valentine's Day party. Maybe you're having a Valentine's dinner at your home. Some of you may be hosting something like that. For those of you who need assistance financially, you are going to find that you have that aid nearby. So a family member, a friend, somebody's going to be able to help you out. Those of you who may be struggling financially need help too, since this is around home, to either pay the rent, pay your mortgage, get caught up. If you need that sort of financial help, you have resources available to you, people who will help you. Some of you may just be spending more time at home in February. Maybe you take a vacation, take some time off. Some of you may be starting a business from home in February. Mercury is retrograde during the month of February. However, you know, you can certainly go over things from the past. Use that time to you know, consider how you want to go about that, and you know, make plans. Go over if you've. I feel like for a lot of you, this will be carrying over from 2013. So maybe the idea started in 2013, and now in 2014, you're really going to lay the foundation and get something going for a home business. And February is going to be a month that a lot of you are focused on exactly how you want to do that. I see you writing a lot, kind of planning things out, how you want things to work, designing websites, you know, or at least in your mind's eye. If you want to hire someone to do that for you, you'll at least be kind of visualizing how you want that to look, and February will be spent doing that. Some of you may be concerned about someone in your family also in February. There may be, you know, a family member who's not doing well. For some of you, this may be your mother or someone connected to your mother's side of the family. For others, it may be that you yourself fall ill, and I feel like this will just be like a flu, or passing flu, or cold, but I mean, it may keep you in your home. And you know, you may be off work with a bug, but you're going to use that time also. You may take a little extra time even after you're feeling better. I see you using that time to visualize something. Again, going back to this plan, either visualizing something you want to change around your home this year, or again, going back to this home business. Some of you will be making plans for that. With Mercury retrograde, as you guys will hear over and over if you watch, you know, other videos on YouTube, it's not a time to sign anything. It's not a time to start new ventures. It's not a time to, you know, go full steam ahead into anything, whether it's a romantic partnership or a business partnership. It's just better to come, because you don't ever have all the information with Mercury retrograde. Things get skewed and things get caught up and delayed. You know, information is delayed in coming to you, so you don't have a full picture when Mercury's retrograde to make a decision. So just keep that in mind with any opportunities that may appear to crop up in February, Pisces. I think that most of you are already aware of this, and you're just going to kind of take things in. You know, I don't see you kind of being in overdrive going after things in February. You're going to be visualizing, you're going to be meditating on something, you're going to be focusing on what you want in 2014. Because it seems like, you know, January may have been a little too hectic for you to kind of really think about 2014 and what you want to accomplish this year. So you're going to do that in February. And it's a prime time to do that, Pisces. It's a great time for you to, you know, even jot down or journal or you know, if you write things on your computer, you know, however you do things like that. Just for your own benefit, for yourself to go back and review later. I see you doing that, making plans and actually writing them down in some way or committing them to, you know, a list of some sort. So a lot of you will be doing that in February. Some of you may still be dealing with disruptions around family, and some of this may center on a relationship or someone in your family who is in a relationship. Is someone just not acting themselves? You know, you may see some positive developments in this. Somebody who's maybe not been acting themselves may come back to themselves in some way, and you may see some hints of the person that you've missed, or the, you know, the person they used to be coming to the fore. I see you kind of keeping to yourself, Pisces, even if you may get information from others in your family, or your, you know, if this is just a friend who's been acting, you know, you may get information from other friends. You're not going to believe what he's done this time or what she's done this time. What it looks like is somebody you know is just kind of leaping into the unknown, taking a big risk that you would be like, whoa, I would not do that. You know, and I see you feeling, you know, a little anxious for this person. So, and I see you kind of maybe distancing yourself from that situation because, Pisces, you're just kind of like, I'm tired of dealing with everybody else's stuff. I'm just going to back off and do my own thing and focus on my own life in February. And I see people trying to drag you into their drama in February, I think is what this is. And you just really having to make an effort to stay out of it and just be like, look, I'm busy with my own thing. I don't have time for your stuff. Deal with it yourself. You know, and of course, Pisces, I know many of you will not say it that way. You'll be very nice and gracious about it, or you may not respond at all. You'll just avoid. And kind of that classic Pisces swim away, the swim away tactic where you just don't even respond and you're like, they'll get the message when I don't pick up the phone or answer their email or, you know, whatever. Because I think people have been making a lot of demands on you here lately, Pisces. You know, there are a lot of things going on in their lives that require you to be at certain events and things, and you're just kind of over it and ready to focus on you. And it's necessary that you do that because you haven't even had a chance. As I mentioned earlier, I don't think you were able to do that in January. February is the time. For those of you in who are coupled, I think you're going to have a very nice Valentine's Day. I think it's going to be very low key. I think that, you know, you prefer it that way. You don't really want to get out. For some of you, it just may be treacherous to travel on Valentine's Day if you live in North America, in the Midwest, where there's been a lot of snow and blizzards. There may be something that crops up around Valentine's Day that would make it just dangerous to travel in your area. So it could be that you just, well, we'll just stay home and watch a romantic comedy on Netflix or something. But it will still be nice because you'll be together. And for some of you, all these disruptions that have been going on may have taken a toll on your relationship. You know, maybe it's you have found yourself arguing with your mate about this because maybe their opinion differed from how you've been handling whatever's going on in your family or with your friends, whatever this disruption is around this other person. You know, so I think that it's going to be beneficial for you, again, to kind of distance yourself from that situation. Single Pisces, you know, you may be down on love on Valentine's Day. You may not even acknowledge it. You know, because I think some of you maybe have just come out of a relationship last year and you're really not looking for anything right now. You may have somebody that you kind of have a crush on, but I mean, you're just not feeling the love right now, Pisces, and I'm sorry about that. I do have Aphrodite here, who was hoping she could kind of lend her love vibes to this. But you seem more focused on yourself, single Pisces, in February than others. And I think that's going to change later this year. But for February, I think it's necessary for you to kind of do the work on yourself, get yourself on the right path, and then that's going to fall into place later in the year. So, you know, use Valentine's Day to focus on what you want this year in love, and ask for that, Pisces. You know, no more of these losers. You now know what you don't want, so you know, make it loud and clear to the gods. Aphrodite, of course, being one of them. What you want this year in love, Pisces. Make that, focus on that if you're single on the 14th. Say, I want this and this and this and this and this. For most of you, I don't think it'll be a long list. Just somebody who treats you with a little respect would probably win your heart pretty quickly, because it would be a nice change, wouldn't it? The help that you're going to receive in February, again, we talked about the financial help for those of you who need it. I see that coming in. For those of you who are between jobs, I think that delay is good. I don't think that you, again, with Mercury retrograde, you know, I don't think you should move forward with that in February. Just kind of definitely keep checking the listings. And of course, if you have to take something, take it. It's probably going to be temporary. Normally something that, any job that we would start in Mercury retrograde, any relationship that you start in a Mercury retrograde, normally it doesn't last. So, but I mean, if you need money, you absolutely have to do what you have to do. But you are protected in the financial sphere, Pisces, and I think that's what you need to know for February. So I think you need to know that in order to kind of focus on your goals for the future, and take that time, because it's necessary for you to recharge. You're coming up on your birthday. So, you know, you're really low on energy until your birthday cycle kicks in. So it's definitely necessary for you to recharge and just take a step back from everything. Finances are going to be okay. This is actually going to be a pretty swell career year for you, Pisces. So this time is necessary for how you want to pursue that, because it's at this time that you kind of get those ideas down, that you have a path to follow. You kind of lay that out for yourself, and I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. It's necessary that you figure those steps out so you have a direction to go for the rest of the year. What you can't change about February is that, actually it's a good thing. It's actually going to be a positive month. I mean, there may be, you're just going to see the luck of your situation. You're going to see how fortunate you've actually been, because something has happened last year that has freed you up to do something that you really want to do. And even though it may not have seemed that way in the moment, and may even not seem that way at the beginning of February, I think it will become clear more as February goes on what you're meant to do. Pisces, you have to be creative in your job to be happy. And you know, you can be creative in any type of occupation. I'm sure there are even creative accountants out there. There's a creative way to do everything, but you know, you have to be doing something that you love and are passionate about. I think this is your year to find that passion, Pisces. If you've been stuck in a job that was just a 9-to-5 kind of, you know, you were doing it to pay the bills, your heart's not really in it, it's time, this is the year to move away from that. And I think for Pisces, your dream jobs are going to present themselves this year. Your dream lifestyle is going to present itself this year. No more putting things off. Write that book, write that song, start that band, whatever creative venture you've always seen yourself doing, take steps this year to get that going, because you have Jupiter in your sign until July. Actually, Jupiter's in the 5th house. Yeah, you have Jupiter there as far as to build on any creative dreams that you have, Pisces. So it's very necessary that you use that energy this year. And February is a great time to get that going. This is the year to go after your creative dreams, because you have the energies in your favor to back that. By the end of February, I mean, there may be someone in your life that you just are not going to have any more contact with. We kind of touched on this earlier. People trying to kind of pull you into their drama. You're just going to be like, I am done talking to this person, dealing with this person. All they cause is chaos and drama, and I don't have time for that. I am focused on me. You know, I don't feel like for a lot of you, this is somebody in your family. It's somebody connected to someone in your family. So maybe their spouse or their boyfriend, girlfriend, or somebody who's just causing a lot of chaos and drama, and a very manipulative person who's trying to wreak havoc on the family, and you're not going to have any of it because you're just going to be like, I'm done. I don't have time for this. You guys do what you want. It doesn't affect me. It's not going to affect me anymore. I've got too much going on. You know, and I feel like you're going to make that loud and clear. You may have to be very firm with somebody, some of you Pisces, I'm not going to lie. You may have to just be like, look, I don't care. And you may just say it like that, you know, when somebody's kind of going off the deep end or causing a scene somewhere, and just be like, you know what? Grow up. I don't care about your drama. It doesn't, whatever. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm not going to have anything to do with it. And I think that's the wisest course. You may have an opportunity to give someone some advice, Pisces, and I think they're going to hear you in February, okay? It may be that you've given this person, and I feel like this may be the other family member or friend that is involved in this situation, the person that you care about in this situation. You know, you may have given them some advice before and they didn't take it, but this time I think they're going to hear you. If you are to say something, because I think you'll say it in a way that is not, you maybe won't say everything that you want to say, but you'll say enough, and you'll say it in a way that is not offensive to this person or that puts them on the defensive. You'll just have a way to say it. You'll just, and they'll hear you. And I think they'll start to see what you've been saying all along. February is kind of maybe the start of them seeing what's really happening in that situation. So, you know, stay out of whatever you can, Pisces, but I think it's necessary. I do think this person needs your advice in a certain situation, and I think you will be heard this time. So that is what I see for February, Pisces. Good luck with that. I hope that was helpful, and I will be back in March, your birthday month, with the March Runescopes. Until then, take care and happy Valentine's Day.